Have you ever woken up, looked at the ceiling, and wondered, why does today feel like just another uphill battle? Imagine this. It's 6 a.m., your alarm blares, and instead of leaping out of bed with purpose, you hit snooze again. The day hasn't even started, and you're already behind. Sound familiar? I've been there too. A few years ago, I stumbled across a journal entry from a rough patch in my life. I'm tired of feeling tired before I even begin. That was my wake-up call, not from an alarm, but from within. What if I told you that the secret to crushing that morning slump isn't some magical pill, but a set of simple, intentional habits? Today, we're diving into creating positive motivational habits every day, specifically morning routines that ignite your fire and set you up to conquer anything. This isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Small, deliberate steps that transform your mornings from chaotic to empowering. Picture this: a sunrise that doesn't just light up the sky, but lights up you. We're going to explore ancient wisdom, real-life stories, and practical tools to make that happen. Why mornings? Because how you start your day doesn't just shape the next 12 hours. It shapes who you're becoming. And trust me, you're not alone on this journey. I'm here with you, and I'd love for you to stick around. If this resonates, hit that like button and subscribe. Let's build this community of morning warriors together. Ready? Let's unlock the power of your mornings, one habit at a time. So what's the deal with morning habits and motivation? Let's break it down. Motivation isn't a constant, it's a muscle. And like any muscle, it grows stronger with consistent use. Psychologists call this self-discipline, the ability to do what you need to, even when you don't feel like it. Studies, like those from the American Psychological Association, show that morning routines prime your brain for focus and resilience. Why? Because mornings are a blank slate. Your first chance to take control before life throws curveballs. Charles Duhigg, in The Power of Habit, explains that habits follow a loop. Cue, routine, reward. A good morning habit, like sipping water or meditating, cues your brain to expect positivity, setting a domino effect for the day. But here's the kicker. Motivation isn't just about willpower. It's about momentum. A 2019 study from University College London found that it takes about 66 days to form a habit. But the first week is critical. Start small, and your brain rewires itself to crave the routine. Think of it like planting a seed. Water it daily, and it grows roots. Neglect it, and it withers. In Eastern philosophy, this aligns with the concept of Kaizen, continuous tiny improvements that compound over time. Lao Tzu once said, "The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." Your morning is that step. Why does this matter? Because a motivated morning doesn't just boost productivity, it builds identity. You're not just doing tasks, you're becoming someone who shows up. Science backs this. Cortisol levels peak in the morning, giving you a natural energy surge. Pair that with intentional habits, and you've got a recipe for unstoppable drive. So whether you're chasing dreams or just surviving Monday, these habits are your foundation. Let's see how the masters of old and some modern heroes put this into practice. Stick with me. Things are about to get inspiring. Imagine waking up, not just to a new day, but to a new way of seeing the world. That's what this section is about. We're diving into 3 stories from legendary minds, each one a brushstroke on the canvas of motivation. These aren't just tales. They are blueprints for starting your day with purpose. Let's begin. Story 1. Zen Master Hakuin and the Sound of One Hand. Centuries ago, in a quiet Japanese village, lived Hakuin, a Zen master known for his piercing wisdom. One morning, a young monk approached him, desperate for enlightenment. "Master," he said, I meditate, I study, I pray, yet I feel stuck. How do I find peace? Hakuin smiled, his eyes glinting with mischief. Tell me, young one, what is the sound of one hand clapping? The monk blinked, confused. Go sit by the river, Hakuin continued, and listen until you hear it. The monk obeyed. He sat by the riverbank every morning, the sun barely peeking over the horizon. At first, he heard only the water, the birds, his own restless thoughts. Days turned to weeks. He grew frustrated, then angry, then quiet one morning. As the mist hugged the ground, something shifted. He stopped straining to hear an answer. He just listened. The world fell silent, and in that stillness, he felt it. Not a sound, but a presence, a calm that filled his chest. He returned to Hakuin, beaming. I didn't hear a hand clap, he said. I heard myself. Hakuin nodded. That's the point. Peace begins when you meet yourself each day. Hakuin's riddle wasn't about solving a puzzle. It was about presence. Your morning isn't a race to fix everything. It's a moment to listen, to be with yourself. Start your day with 5 minutes of stillness. Sit, breathe, notice, no phone, no rush, just you. That's where motivation roots itself, in the quiet before the storm. Story 2. Lao Tzu and the Farmer's Horse. In ancient China, Lao Tzu, the sage of the Tao, wandered through villages, observing life's flow. One morning, he stopped at a farm where a farmer mourned a runaway horse. This is terrible, the farmer said, slumped against his fence. I needed that horse for planting. Lao Tzu sipped his tea, silent. The next day the horse returned, leading a herd of wild stallions. The farmer's neighbors cheered. What luck, they exclaimed. Lao Tzu shrugged. Maybe. A week later, the farmer's son broke his leg taming one of the new horses he sees. Disaster, the farmer groaned. Lao Tzu tilted his head. Perhaps. Then war broke out, and the army drafted every able-bodied young man, except the farmer's son, spared by his injury. The neighbors marveled. You're blessed. Lao Tzu smiled faintly. We'll see. Every morning, the farmer watched this unfold, and slowly, he stopped judging each dawn as good or bad. He worked his fields, tended his family, flowed with the day. Lao Tzu taught us to let go of control. Mornings aren't about predicting the day. They're about preparing to adapt. Try this. Write one intention each morning. Something simple. I'll face today with patience. Then sip your coffee, stretch, move. You're not forcing motivation. You're planting it, trusting it'll grow through whatever comes. Story 3. Confucius and the Archer's Focus. Confucius, the great teacher of virtue, once walked through a bustling town in the Zhou dynasty. He paused at an archery range where a young man practiced, arrows flying wide of the target. The boy cursed, kicking the dirt. I'll never get this, he muttered. Confucius approached, his robe swaying. Why do you shoot? He asked. The boy frowned. To hit the target, of course. Confucius picked up a bow, knocked an arrow, and fired. It struck the edge, not the center. He fired again, closer. Again, closer still. Watch, he said. I don't aim for perfection. I aim to understand the bow, the wind myself. The boy tried again, slower this time. His first shot missed, but he adjusted. The next grazed the target. By morning's end, he hit the edge. Good, Confucius said. You've begun. Years later, that boy became a master archer, but he never forgot. Every morning, he'd stand before his target, breathe, and shoot once. Not for glory, but for growth. Confucius showed us that discipline isn't instant. It's daily effort, refined over time. Start your morning with one small win. Make your bed, drink a glass of water, read a page. It's not about nailing it. It's about showing up. Each act tunes your focuses, builds your aim. Motivation follows. These stories, from Hakuin's stillness to Lao Tzu's flow to Confucius's persistence, aren't relics. They are mirrors. Your mornings can hold that same power. A moment of quiet, a seed of intention, a single step forward. That's the rhythm of motivation, pulsing stronger with each tale. Let's take these lessons and make them real. Ready for the how-to? Stay tuned. So we've walked with Zen masters, sages, and archers. Now it's time to bring their lessons home, right to your morning. This isn't theory anymore. It's you, your alarm clock, and a few simple moves to kickstart your day with fire. We're building a routine step by step, inspired by stillness, flow, and focus. Let's break it down into 3 pillars, each with methods, tools, and habits you can start tomorrow. Here's how to make motivation stick. Pillar 1. Stillness, inspired by Hakuin. Hakuin taught us to listen, to find peace in the quiet. Your morning needs that anchor. Without it, you're a ship drifting before the wind even picks up. Here's how to root yourself. Method 1. The 5-minute breath. Roll out of bed. Sit somewhere comfy. Maybe your couch or a chair by the window. Set a timer for 3 minutes. Close your eyes. Breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold for 4, out for 4. That's it. No fancy meditation app needed, though Headspace or Calm can guide you if you're new. Feel your chest race, your thoughts settle. If they wander, that's fine. Just come back to the breath. Why does this work? It lowers cortisol, clears the fog. You're not fighting the day. You're meeting it. Tool. The morning silence jar. Grab a small jar, some paper scraps, a pen. Each morning after your breath, write one word that feels alive to you. Peace, strength, hope. Drop it in the jar. It's not a to-do list. It's a reminder of who you are. By week's end, you'll have a handful of words showing you've been showing up. Cost? 0. Impact? Huge. Habit? No screen start. Keep your phone out of reach for the first 15 minutes. No scrolling. No news. No emails. Your mind's too fresh to dump junk into it. Instead, sip water. Stretch. Listen to the birds or the hum of your house. Studies show screen time spikes stress hormones. Give your brain a clean slate. You'll feel the difference. Pillar 2. Flow. Inspired by Lao Tzu. Lao Tzu showed us life isn't about forcing things. It's about moving with them. Your morning can bend, not break. Let's set it up to roll with whatever comes. Method 2. The one-line intention. Get a notebook. Something small. Maybe a $1 spiral from the store. Before your coffee's done brewing, write one sentence. I'll greet today with curiosity. Or, I'll let go of what I can't control. Keep it short. Keep it real. This isn't a goal like finish that report. It's a mindset Lao Tzu would approve. You're planting a seed, not plotting the harvest. Over time, flip back through those pages. You'll see a story of resilience forming. Tool. The Flow playlist. Curate 5 songs that lift you. Nothing too loud or jarring. Think acoustic vibes, maybe some lo-fi beats or gentle piano. Spotify's got playlists like Morning Acoustic if you're stuck. Play it low while you move through your routine, brushing your teeth, making breakfast. Music syncs your brain waves, eases you into the day. Cost? Free if you've got a streaming app. Bonus? It's your signal to flow, not fight. Habit, the 2-minute stretch. Stand up, reach for the ceiling, then bend to touch your toes. Roll your shoulders, twist your spine, shake out your arms. 2 minutes, no gym required. Why? Your body wakes up, blood flows, stiffness fades. Pair it with your playlist, and you're dancing into the day. Lao Tzu's farmer didn't stress the runaway horse. You won't stress a stiff back either. Pillar 3. Confucius, inspired by Confucius. Confucius aimed, adjusted, aimed again. Your morning needs that steady build. Small wins stack up. Here's how to tune your bow. Method 3. The 3 wins plan. Grab a sticky note, a scrap of paper, whatever's handy. Write 3 tiny tasks you'll do before noon. Make my bed, drink water, read 1 page. Not big stuff, not yet. Check them off as you go. Why 3? It's doable, builds momentum. Psychologists call this task completion bias. Your brain loves finishing things, releases dopamine. By lunch, you're not just awake, you're winning. Tool. The focus timer. Use your phone, but flip it to airplane mode. Set a 10-minute timer. Pick 1 task, like tidying your desk or prepping lunch. Go. No distractions, no multitasking. When it dings, stop. Rest for 2 minutes, then pick another. This is the Pomodoro technique, Confucius style. You're not mastering the day in 1 shot. You're refining your aim, bit by bit. Habit, the bed-made rule. Before you leave your room, make your bed. Takes 30 seconds. Looks clean. Feels done. Admiral William McRaven, in his famous speech, said it's your first victory. Confucius would nod. It's not about the bed. It's about starting with control. Miss it 1 day. Fine. Hit it the next. Consistency beats perfection. Here's your morning in order. Wake up. Breathe for 5. No screens. Write your intention. Stretch to your playlist. Plan 3 wins. Make your bed. Set your timer. That's 20 minutes tops. Add your silence jar. Tweak as you go. Too much? Start with 1 pillar. Say stillness. Too easy? Stack them up. This isn't rigid. It's your ease. I'll let you in on mine. I wake at 6:30. Sit by my window. Breathe. I write, I'll show up today. I stretch to some guitar tunes. Jot 3 wins. Water, bed, email. Bed's made. Timer's set. Jar gets calm. By 7, I'm rolling. Some days I skip the stretch, add a walk. It's not flawless. It's alive. Yours will be too. Science says habits stick when they're simple. Tied to cues, rewarding. Breath calms you. Intention guides you. Wins cheer you. Eastern wisdom says it's about balance, not force. You're not overhauling your life. You're tuning it, morning by morning. Try it for a week. Tweak it, own it. You'll feel the shift. We've come a long way, haven't we? From the quiet rivers of Hakuin's Zen, to Lao Tzu's flowing fields, to Confucius's steady bow. We've built something real. Now it's time to lock it in, to take these threads of wisdom and weave them into your mornings. This isn't just a routine. It's a promise to yourself, a way to start each day with a spark that grows into a flame. Here's my advice, straight from the heart, plus a nudge to keep this journey going together. Start small, stay kind. You don't need to do it all tomorrow. Pick 1 thing, maybe the 5-minute breath, or making your bed. Nail it for 3 days, then add another. If you skip a morning, don't beat yourself up. Life happens. I've missed plenty of days, hit snooze, grumbled. The trick? Get back to it. Kindness to yourself fuels consistency, not guilt. 2. Anchor it to what you love. Tie your habits to something you enjoy. Love coffee? Write your intention while it brews. Crazy about music? Stretch to your playlist. I pair my breathing with the sunrise, 'cause it's my quiet joy. Find your anchor, something that pulls you in, not pushes you. It's less about willpower, more about delight. 3. Track it, feel it grow. Use that silence jar, a notebook. even a checklist app like Todoist if you're techie. Mark your wins, not to brag, but to see. Last month, I flipped through my notebook, saw 20 days of I'll try. That's not perfect, but it's progress. Tracking isn't judging. It's proof you're moving, step by step. 4. Bend, don't break. Some mornings, you'll have 5 minutes. Others 30. Flow with it. If the kids wake early or work calls, skip the stretch. Keep the breath. Lao Tzu's farmer didn't force the horse back. He adapted. I've done my 3 wins in the car, scribbled on a napkin. It's not the time, it's the intent. Make it fit your day. 5. Celebrate the wins, big and small. Hit your routine for a week. Treat yourself, maybe a pastry or a lazy movie night. Even one day counts. Tell yourself, I showed up. That dopamine hit, that little cheer. It's fuel. I bought a cheap candle after sticking to my jar for a month. Lit it, grinned. You're not chasing gold stars. You're building a life. Here's the truth. Motivation isn't a gift some people get and others don't. It's a garden. You plant it, tend it, watch it bloom. Hakuin gave us stillness. Lao Tzu gave us flow. Confucius gave us focus. You've got the tools, the stories, the steps. Now it's on you. Not in a heavy way, but in a freeing one. Your mornings aren't just time. They're yours to shape. Think about tomorrow. Picture rolling out of bed, breathing deep, setting an intention. Imagine the calm, the clarity, the quiet win of a made bed. It's not magic. It's real. And it's waiting. I've seen it change my days, from dragging to dancing. You can too. Start where you stand with what you have. One breath, one stretch, one win. That's enough. I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment, tell me your first habit, or just say, I'm in. Hit that like button if this sparked something. Subscribe if you are joining this ride. We're a community, not a crowd. Next time, we'll dig into sustaining this motivation, turning mornings into months of growth. Stick around, because you're not just waking up, you're rising. See you soon.